Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wait. Mercy, excuse me. Oh. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, staying saved, living right, doing God's will, and keeping heaven my home. And I want to welcome everybody, and somebody say everybody, to the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. We're on the 214th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. I'm so excited on seeing everybody tuning in, and I'm so excited to see everybody tune in to the live stream. Whether you're tuning in to the live stream and or previous recording, I'm so excited to see everybody tune in at this time. And to all the YouTube Live Nation chat that are currently tuning in, I appreciate all the YouTube Live Nation chat for tuning in. Be sure in the comment section to let me know of my live streams or whatsoever. Be sure in the comment section to let me know ahead of time. That way, we can welcome you as a first-time visitor and let me know that you're officially a first-time visitor. Well, on that note, we'd just like to announce a couple of things real quickly before we continue. Excuse me. Tomorrow, Facebook Live with Poncho Blazing ATM, episode 23. In addition to that, this Friday, Facebook Live with Poncho Blazing ATM, episode 24 will take place. So this Friday, Facebook Live with Poncho Blazing ATM, episode 24 will take place. Now, both of these will be exclusively shot on Facebook Live only. So, to check out the live streams, be sure to go to Facebook and follow me on my regular page in Joseph James Holland, and subscribe to my Facebook fan page in Poncho Blazing ATM, where you can only subscribe to me for just 99 cents. In addition to that, the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast will resume this Saturday with episodes 215 and 216. So episodes 215 and 216 of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast will resume this Saturday on YouTube Live at Poncho Holland Vivo. Be sure to NBA 2025-2026 playoffs is underway. Be sure to go to NBA.com to find out on the second round's full coverage and schedule. In addition to that, the WNBA 2026 season is just about underway. It takes place on May 9th, 2026. Be sure to go to WNBA.com to find out the full schedule of the WNBA. In addition, WWE 2026 will be taking place. So this Saturday, WWE 2026 Backlash will be taking place. Be sure to go and get into the night's topics. And before we officially start, we see the YouTube Live Nation chat tuning in. And when I see the YouTube Live Nation chat tuning in, I see Serious M. Serious M, thank you for tuning in. And thank you so much for subscribing to me. I definitely appreciate that. And also, I see Adam G. Adam G, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Be sure you all let me know how old you all are and where you're from. That way we can shout you out properly as you're coming into the YouTube Live Nation chat. And if this is your first time ever visiting any of my live streams or whatsoever, let me know officially. That way we can welcome you with open arms. In addition, we've got Joe P in the building. Joe P, you already know you from Jersey, and go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. That is right. Joe P, is so good to see you once again, my man, from Jersey. How you been, brother? And you're always welcome here at any time. Well, tonight we are back with the hot and spicy and sexy talk on the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. And anytime we shoot late at night, it is the late night version, the late night chat of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. And you got to go to bed early, Joe P. I fully understand. I truly understand on that. So I hope that you have a great night, Joe P. And get some great sleep, man. And on this note, is the late night version, the late night chat of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. Anytime that we shoot and it's not time, that means it is unexplicit, it's unfiltered, and it's uncensored. And to all my little bitty children that are 17 and under, be sure you get your parents' permission to watch and listen. Why? Because it protects you, it protects me, and it protects all of us. Now, all my little bitty children that are 17 and under, if you choose not to get your parents' permission and you choose to watch and listen anyway, you may watch and listen to something that might be sensitive for you. Not only that, but everybody that is sensitive, everybody that does not like unadulterated, uncensored, unfiltered, explicit content, this might not be the episode for you. Now, even though I'm a PG-13 man, I can promise you that the conversation will be not rated R and TVMA. Well, we do have a lot to talk about tonight, but we'll begin our first topic with weddings and honeymoons. Now, what is a wedding, if you're asking? A wedding is when two people come together and they decide that they want to love each other forever. And the way to do that is to get married. Marriage is a bond. Marriage is a gift. Marriage is a vow between you all and God. It is something that you promise God that you will live together for the rest of your lives. And marriage can be a great and or bad thing, depending on who you marry. But before that, let's show you the Harlan County High School in Baxter, Kentucky. And I'm coming to it right now. As you look to your left, you're going to be seeing the Harlan County High School in Baxter, Kentucky. And look at those purple lights, y'all. Ain't those purple lights pretty and beautiful? If you ever come and visit Harlan County, Kentucky, I recommend you come and visit Harlan County High School in Baxter, Kentucky. It is a visit that you will not regret at all. I'm telling you, Harlan County High School is one of the best high schools ever in the entire country. I recommend it. And there's the baseball and softball field over to your left. But with weddings, you can't go wrong with weddings. I mean, weddings are a celebration. They're a ceremony. They're a promise that you will stick with your love for the rest of your life. We've seen a lot of marriages over the years. Now, to me, I'm going to say this. To me, a marriage should be between a man and a woman and a man. Which means it should be a man and a woman getting married and a woman and a man getting married. But over the years, we have seen a lot of flip-floppity marriages. We've seen a lot of men and men marriages, and we've seen a lot of women and women marriages. And I'm like this. And this is me with the old school as far as the relationship and marriage goes. To me, I believe it will always be a man and a woman together and a woman and a man together. I cannot go with a man and a man together and a woman together. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't. To me, it's always a man and a woman together and a woman and a man together. That's me. I know everybody has their own opinions and own thoughts about it. And you know, the Holy Bible, it does say a man and a woman and a man. Not a man and a man and a woman and a woman. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Let's just put it out there. But, I mean, as far as weddings go, they are a beautiful thing to celebrate. And they're a great thing to celebrate. You know, after the weddings, you have the wedding receptions. And then you have the cutting the cake after you eat and drink. And then you have parties. And they're great. Some of the best parties you could have. And I'm so excited to always see weddings because I love the fact that when we see a marriage, the devil's already defeated. And the devil's defeated, which means he's lost another one. When two people bind and join forces, The devil's lost. And with honeymoons, they're some of the greatest trips to take officially with honeymoons, depending on where you go. Over the years, we've seen a lot of people have stay-at-home honeymoons. A lot of people took honeymoons in Hawaii. They've took them in Jamaica. They've took them to Cuba. Took them to Mexico. They've took them to different states, different cities. I mean, you can't go wrong with a honeymoon. A honeymoon is a celebration of you and your partner. A honeymoon is great to have because it just lets you know that you appreciate your love that much more. The world don't. Let's just put it out there. A lot of people love sex, and technically, you are not supposed to have sex before you get married. Let's just put it out there. That's what the Holy Bible says. You're not supposed to have sex, premarital sex, before you get married. But let's be honest. A lot of people's not going to wait before marriage to have sex. A lot of people's going to go on and have sex regardless. We've seen it over the years, and that's something that will probably never ever change in the entire world. Speaking of that, that's going to be the GFR Incorporated building in the name of Jesus. There it is. And let's see our way to a commercial break real quickly. And we'll continue this conversation here in just about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. Stay tuned. We're coming back for the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 214. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. We're on the 214th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. And we resumed the conversation as far as like sex goes. Now, a lot of people, like I said, they're not going to wait to have sex before they get married. Let's just put it out there. Why is that? Because of the thrill. Because we love to make out with women and men. We love to enjoy having our love life physically. And that's Jesus. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry, Holy Ghost. But when it comes to physical love, that's where your partner comes in. For a man, we've got to have women. We have to have women in our life physically. We got to. For women have to have men in their life physically. Let's just put it out there. But we enjoy being physical because we got to have that physical connection. To me, I'll say this. That physical connection is very important. It lets you know if you're going to be physically attracted to them as well as spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. If you're not attracted to your partner physically, chances are you may not last long. I'm just going to say it right there. A lot of people want to be physically attracted to their partner with looks, with the eyes, with beauty. We want to be physically attracted to our partners. Somebody could like us, but if we don't like that person, it ain't going to work. We could like somebody, but in retaliation, if they don't like us, it's not going to work. It all depends on what you like and what you're willing to have. And for them, it all depends on what they like and what they're willing to have. And if we set too many boundaries, we could come to a point where we may never ever get anybody. But one thing I know is that we are going to move on to a topic called inside versus outside sex. Now, before that, in the comment section, just go ahead and begin to leave your comments on what do you believe about weddings and honeymoons. Do you love weddings and honeymoons? Do you enjoy weddings and honeymoons? And what's your thoughts on weddings and honeymoons? With our next topic in inside versus outside sex, this is basically a topic that everybody loves to talk about, but only very few have what you could say the audacity and the authority to talk about it. Only very few have the confidence. But with inside and outside sex, there's a huge difference. Basically, if you're going to have sex inside, chat. What is your best? Do you love inside sex more, or do you love outside sex more? I'm going to say this. If you ask me that question, do I like inside or outside sex more? I would have to say inside sex more versus sex. Because at least inside, you're secure, you're safe from bugs. And for me, I can't stand bugs around me. There ain't no bugs on me. No bugs. That's all I would have inside sex versus outside sex. But outside sex can be great and can be fun too. It all depends. I enjoy both inside and outside sex. But do you all enjoy inside and outside sex, or the thrill of outside sex? And inside sex, you know you're getting the best of the very best in inside sex. But it all depends on what you love and what you're willing to have. And in the comment section, just begin to type in, do you love inside sex or outside sex more? Or do you love both? Are you crazy about inside and outside sex? And let's be honest, everybody loves to talk about sex. And if that, everybody loves to think about sex. A lot of people are not going to admit it, especially us blood-blooded, true, born-again Christians. In the body of Jesus Christ, we're not supposed to talk about sex or even have the thought about sex. Even if we're married, we're not even supposed to talk about sex. But it looks like I've got Brendan Armstrong typing in, and he's saying that the thrill of outside and connecting with nature is far more thrilling. I can relate to that. I can respect that, Brendan Armstrong. Absolutely. Agree 100%. When you're outside, you can experience that nature, and it's more thrill. Absolutely. So I definitely got respect to you on that, though, honestly. And there's a lot of people that do have outside sex, and they enjoy it. I've seen a lot of people that have to lie. But Brendan Armstrong, I appreciate you tuning into the building, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being in the You Not Exist Without Sex. So what kind of rule is that? That is true. That is very true. Hey, honestly, not in the entire world that can say that can get away with never having sex. And why is that? Because he had a plan with God, which God basically, I'll say this, on that, Jesus had to fulfill God's plan, and they can get away with never having sex in the entire world. Everybody else, that's questionable. About everybody coming together and putting their thoughts and minds and collective minds together, because we all about chatting here in the YouTube Live Nation chat. This is a place where everybody is welcome, and everybody is welcome to be here, regardless of your religion, your race, your culture, regardless of who you serve, who you not serve, regardless of how old you are. Everybody is welcome, and I appreciate that. Brandon, thank you so much. Brandon Armstrong, thank you for your comments. I appreciate that and respect your comments very much. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. This is what it's all about here. It's all about us coming together. If we don't start connecting, engaging, and communicating, if we don't start talking and chatting all together as one people, then we will never know what life is like. We will never know on what each other's thoughts are and what each other. Now, speaking of that, we're going to take another commercial break real quickly, and when we come right back, we're going to talk about birthday and hotel sex. Stay tuned. We're coming back in about 30 seconds. Talk Poncho Palace podcast, and we continue the conversation on birthday and hotel sex. Now, let's talk on any vacation whatsoever in a hotel. And we know that if a man and a woman is occupied together in the same room at the same time, even if it's just for a few minutes, we all know what's going to happen. Anytime you're at a hotel and a man and a woman comes together, they can only mean one thing. It's time for hotel sex. I mean, let's put it out there. Why other else would a man and a woman be at a hotel? I mean, and I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about, when a man and a woman is in a hotel room together at the same time. We all know what's going down. It's time for hotel sex. Hotel sex can be some of the greatest sex ever in the entire world. That thrill of hotel sex, my. We already know what's going down right there. You can't deny hotel sex. And everybody that has been on a trip, that's any man that's thought of a woman or any woman that's thought of a man, especially at a hotel, have at least thought of once having hotel sex with them. A lot of people's not going to admit it. Like I said, especially blood-bought, true born-again, us Christians like us, saints of God, are not going to admit it. But the majority of everybody has thought about hotel sex at least once in their life. Like I said, a lot of people's not going to admit it, and that's okay. And a lot of people's going to say, oh, you shouldn't be talking about that. Oh, you shouldn't be saying that. What are you doing? You're born again Christian. You're a preacher. You're a minister. Oh, it's a wrong when you talk about sex before marriage. Come on, y'all. We all that are 18 plus, 18 and older, are adults. This is the late night version, the late night chat of the Talk of Poncho Palace podcast. So we unfiltered, uncensored, unadulterated, explicit content, conversations. We talk about everything here. And with this is no different. But in the live chat, what are your thoughts about hotel sex? Do you enjoy hotel sex? Do you love hotel sex? Do you think it's wrong to have hotel sex? Was that case? And that brings me to birthday sex. Like 2 Chainz says in Rihanna, a lot of people do it. A lot of people have thought about it. And like I said, a lot of born-again Christians, us born-again true blood bride Christians, are not going to admit it. But everybody's thought about birthday sex at least once or twice in their life. Like I said, the only person that's never ever had sex on their mind at all is Jesus Christ. Some of the old timers that was born in the BC era before Christ, they probably have never thought of it. But definitely in the after death in the AD, they've thought about it. There's purple lights. That's the sex light right there, no purple. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Now, birthday sex is great because you know on your birthday, you definitely gonna get some. If you're a man, you're gonna get some for your girlfriend. If you're a woman, you're gonna get some from your boyfriend. And you know, if you're married, a man married to his wife, you know she's gonna give you some. And to the wife, you know you're gonna get some from your husband. But in the chat, let me know what you think about birthday sex. Do you think birthday sex is good? Do you think birthday sex is bad? Do you think birthday sex is great? What are your comments in response to that? And that brings us to a final commercial break. We're going to take one final commercial break real quickly. And when we come right back, we're going to wrap up with the beautiful Latina BBW, big beautiful woman, Victoria AXO. Stay tuned. We're coming back in about 30 seconds. Wait. Mercy. Ooh, I had to sneeze. I'm sorry. All right. Welcome back to the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 214. We're on the 214th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. And hey, Isaac Williams. It's great to see you, Isaac Williams. Very good to see you always, my brother, from another mother. I'm so happy to see you, man, always. But we talk about our final topic for tonight. It's going to be about the beautiful and lovely, my baby girl, my baby mama, beautiful Victoria AXO, the BBW Latina AXO Victoria. Hey, Victoria AXO, it's so good to see you. Wherever you're watching and listening to that around the world, I appreciate you very much. You are definitely beautiful and fine to me. Oh la la, yes you are. Now, ever since her confession about her being a lesbian, I don't think she is, honestly. She bi, more likely. A lesbian, no. She loved too many men to be a lesbian. As they say, she loved men too much to be a lesbian. But with her confession on being a lesbian, will she continue to love men? Is the question. Will she continue to have sex with men? Will she continue to love on men? Is the question. You got too much big booty in the trunk. You got too much big booty in the tank not to give it to a man. You got too much big booty for a man not to love on you. Because you know all of us men are going to love on you and continue to love you all the way. Let's put it out there. Let's just put it out there. And I definitely love me some Victoria AXO. I'll admit that right here, first of all. I can't wait to handle Victoria AXO. That's my big, beautiful Latino woman. I can't wait to handle her pretty soon and someday. I can't wait for her to get at me. For real, you know what I'm saying? But she's gonna continue to love men regardless and love on men regardless. Why? Because, like I said, she got too much to offer, and a lot of men can't handle her. There's a lot of men that can. I know for me personally, I definitely can handle Victoria AXO. On Facebook in my regular page, and Joseph James Holland, and subscribe to my Facebook fan page and Poncho Blazing ATM, where you can only subscribe to me for just 99 cents. Follow us at One Way Ministries and GFR Incorporated, Global Force Records Incorporated's YouTube and Facebook pages. And be sure to subscribe to my mama, Prophetess Princess Holland, and Prophetess Princess Holland Vivo on YouTube, and follow her on Facebook and TikTok. And lastly, follow me on Google, TikTok, OnlyFans, and Instagram. To everybody that's joined the live stream in the previous recording, I thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all very, very much. And to all the YouTube Live Nation chat that's tuned in tonight, in the YouTube Live Nation chat, in the likes of Sirius M, to Adam G, to Joe P, to Brandon Armstrong, and to my brother from another mother, Isaac Williams. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the YouTube Live Nation chat. And remember, tomorrow I'll be on Facebook Live with Poncho Blazing ATM, episode 23, along with Facebook Live, episode 24, Friday. And this Saturday, it'll be the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episodes 215 and 216 on YouTube Live at Poncho Holland Vivo. Until then, keep blazing. Always have God in your life, no matter what. Victoria AXO, I'm so happy to see you. I hope this goes viral, so you will get my love one day. Hey, Victoria AXO, my beautiful BBW, big beautiful woman, Latina.